We are actually starting with a bit of a reversal of our usual schedule or agenda. We're starting with the birthday celebrations and the new joinees to come, start, cut the cake, and hopefully by then everybody else also would have joined. So, Smita, call out for all the birthday parties and also the new joinees.
The birthdays, I mean, these are the staff that celebrated their birthdays last month, September. Renu, Aditi Mishra, both the Aditi Mishras.
Oh my goodness. Are they all on the same day?
No, one is on 28th, and the other one is on 30th. 30th.
The name of their parents, are they the same set of parents? Must be twins or sisters.
So Aditi and both the other teams and Renu, if you can come. Deepika.
No, Geetika's not here.
Dr. Nuri. Shri.
Yeah, if somebody could go get Shireen.
And the new joiners again for September. Nena, Tripti, Mosmi. Sumita, join us today.
So is everybody here?
Yeah.
Okay, we're just waiting for the youngest of them, Shireen Miller, who has only worked here for 35 years.
She hasn't come yet.
And she is only about 32 or so. Where is she?
She hasn't come yet.
Huh?
Ah, there she's coming.
Ah.
Which date? Which date is she? Which date is she?
Shireen,
Bismillah, you're wanted. Bismillah is wanted.
Shireen, we have decided to celebrate
Your birthday.
birthday of the youngest person amongst them.
Oh,
And will you just stand here?
Yeah, 2 minutes, yeah, I can just.
Where are you going?
I'm not prepared for all this.
No, but we decided to give you a surprise birthday party.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to be here.
Doesn't
So it
matter.
must be for someone else.
Come. Come, my dear.
Look at this one.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Wow.
Because it's from Bismillah.
everybody who is celebrated their birthday in September, as well as those who have joined fresh, joined new.
Oh, new.
Yeah. So come do the honors, cut the cake and
Who had a birthday in September?
eat it too.
Very good. Come along,
The
guys.
birthday people are here.
What dates? What were the dates?
13th September.
13th.
20th.
30th.
28th.
And mine's just gone, 2nd October. But this is
Oh,
the new
wow.
The new joining cake.
Come on. So you can have
The new joining. Yes, come on. Come. The new joining.
Are you related to Gandhi?
Are you on you? Yeah. In what? All of you. Yeah. Wow. Okay. It's the national.
Okay, go ahead and cut the cake.
All thanks to
Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us.
Good, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Have many more birthdays.
New joining also from us.
Yes, and those of you who have joined new, Welcome again. I just had lunch with all of them. It was good to. Okay. So what next?
What did you say?
Somebody cut the cake and give
Yeah,
them.
yeah, we just.
Yes, sir.
I'll pause that.
I'm going to stand up. Is everybody here? Is still somebody hanging around there? Can you just have a quick look and get everybody in? Everybody else is here? All right, okay. Welcome and good afternoon. And after a month, what a month has it been? I think we had Jammu and Kashmir that happened in this last 1 month, which I would imagine that it is probably the worst disaster that we've had in the last 6 years. Ever after Save the Children India came into being since 2008. 2007 or 6 we had the Kosi floods in Bihar, and we had 2004 December was the tsunami. But this one was a real big one. You know that our staff, Sharif and even Natsan, is Natsan around? Went to last week. They went to where our office was. Our office is still there, but it's still underwater, and it all looks like a ghost town. Everybody has moved out of that place. It's completely deserted, and most of the stuff in the office is gone. Our vehicles, I think our generator is a write-off, and the vehicles have been affected. I think we can get the vehicles back, but that office we cannot go back to. It's in such bad shape. You know that in the first 10 days of after the flood struck, after the floods happened, we didn't have news of two of our staff members, and thankfully, after 10 days, we were able to connect with them. All staff members are safe, so that is the best. That's the biggest relief and the good news that we got after 10 days. But many of them had huge personal losses. Altab and his family were moved out 3 times, and even then we had to finally get them out from there to Kargil. And unfortunately, but again, there is also a good news at the end of it. They went to Kargil, and one Friday evening or so, the child fell from the second floor, and she was unconscious, and she was taken to the very basic hospital in Kargil, and we were in regular touch with him. Moved the next day the child to, and she regained consciousness after a few hours, but there was no. It's only basic facility hospital in Kargil. We moved down to Leh and did a NMR or a CT scan, and was found that everything was safe, and so they are safe. And all our staff are back in Kashmir, which is again good news. And they started helping in the response work. And as you know that we have started the response. There was an initial assessment which we did, and we mounted an appeal or a plan that was put together, and to the tune of about 50 crores. I'm not sure if we will reach 50 crores, but that is the plan and the scope of our ambition was that much. Initial phase, we are reaching out to about 10,000 household, and I think is Ashutosh here? Have all the stuff reached there so that we could start our operations? Who can give some answer to that? Ashutosh is here, or He's not here. Natsan, you have any idea? Because as of yesterday, he said most stuff have reached. There were. Ray, you should know.
Yeah, yeah. Except the tarpaulins are held at the border where Jammu
Yeah.
is there.
Yeah.
So they are hoping it will take another 36 hours.
Another
All other
36
items
hours.
have reached.
So all other items have reached, and we also had almost unprecedented kind of response in the first 10 days. We reached out to Save the Children globally. I called out to all the CEOs of the steering group, which I'm a part of, and we got immediately commitments worth of about $500,000 US. And today where we are sitting as it's around 22 crores. 22 crores is where we've been able to mobilize in terms of support. The government was in complete disarray. Administration was underwater. The secretariat was underwater, and they didn't know what was happening. Now there is a semblance of some normalcy that is returning as the water levels are receding, but it is again in a terrible shape. Many people cannot go back to their homes because the homes are not there. I mean, in the sense that it's broken down, or going back is still difficult. There is water. There is still possibility of epidemic, and even worse, the winter is coming. So once the winter is coming, it's going to be very, very harsh. And Kashmir, you cannot have people living in tents. So we need to really find solutions for that. We are still reaching out to corporates. We're still reaching out to some of the bilateral funders, and hopefully we will be able to raise a lot more resources. And we have at this point of time, how many of our staff are there? Staff deployed from the rest?
I think we have about 5-6 deployed from existing roster.
Yeah.
Also, yesterday's update is that about 6 new people are recruited as field officers, programs coordinators.
Yeah.
The new people, while locals will be in already duty,
Yeah.
the people who are going from out are likely to reach by Sunday, Monday latest.
Okay, so we have a roster ready, and we also have some doctors who have signed up to be coming. The government has actually asked us to support in opening and working in a hospital, BJ hospital, right? GB Pant, sorry, GB Pant Hospital. We are also starting a neonatal center for the newborn, because a few weeks back, a couple of weeks or 2-3 weeks back, there were 11 babies who died in a hospital because the equipments just shut down. So we are starting. We got again support from companies like GE, who is giving us baby warmers and stuff like that too. And also, we also have set of some neonatologists here within the organization, and we are also getting the support of doctors from outside. So I think all around, it's a great response. But nothing has warmed my heart more than our own people who came out and gave. I keep saying this, that working in this sector itself is in one sense giving. Where you all could have done anything else outside of this, but you decided to work here. That itself is big giving. But more than that, I think the real giving is when you give out of what you get. And many people, as the last count, we had 59 people. That's roughly about 20% of our staff have given out of their salaries. And there are some people who are given 5 days salary. There are some people who are given 4 days salary. Some have given 3. I think it's phenomenal. It's wonderful. I have written to each one of you who has given, and again, this is completely voluntary. There is no pressure on anybody. But I'm still saying that if you still want to, those of you still want to be a part of this, and we decided that whatever money that is being collected internally from the staff, those of you giving, is actually going to support the immediate needs of our staff. It is not going outside. The immediate needs of staff, because our staff also have been affected. So it is going to the immediate needs of the staff. I'm also happy to say that I'm going the day after tomorrow, and I'm going to spend a couple of days. We have asked for some meetings, even a meeting with the Chief Minister, if that was possible. I'm not sure if that would happen, but there are possibilities of meeting with other senior secretaries of the government. But even more, I'm very, very, very happy to be attending Ishrat's wedding. It was postponed because it happened, it was to happen during that real worst flooding time. But I'm glad it was only postponed to only a few days, and I will be attending his wedding on your behalf. I will definitely send our greetings to him. So that is about. Anything else anybody, Ray or anybody, wants to add on that to what is happening in Kashmir?
Cash for work is something that's becoming as a big relief to many houses who are clearing up the debris, and that's something happening very well.
Okay. Good.
And
Well,
have we done that work around the missing children and stuff that was suggested earlier? Are we following up on that? We're not doing that.
I mean, no major reports or risks reported, but when they do CP assessment, which we would like to do very soon, then we can see the need.
And we've done an education assessment or not yet?
Sectoral ones actually have to.
And I'm traveling on 13th.
Okay.
good. So moving forward, the other bit of moving concern or ongoing concern is in the area of unrestricted funding. When we say that we are at 153 crore organization, just remember that it is only 25% of that money is unrestricted funding, or money is outside of grants, or money that we raise so that which can basically take care of our overheads, or go on to build our reserves, or go on to support our activities that are not supported by grants. And if we start depleting that, if we spend more than the money that is available, then it will start actually eating into grant money. That is an impossibility. That is a complete no-no situation. So we have a continuing, ongoing concern on the unrestricted funding, and I've been saying that we should do everything that is possible to cut down on our expenses. So I'm continue. I'm coming back to you with that. And Ashutosh reminds me, when I get out of my room, please switch off the lights. I don't do. That's a stupid thing to do. When you and people, all of you don't have to work till 10 o'clock. Please leave on time so that we can save on energy. You can work from home. Yeah, that is not a bad idea, right? And I see actually, anyway, I have to be blamed. I'm one of the last persons to leave, and I see many of them working, many of them stretching. I didn't say that. I've seen many of them stretching during the Jammu and Kashmir, that initial days, churning out applications for grants, etc. People were really, really working hard. I really would like to thank them as well at this point of time. But if you don't have work, don't stay on. Just go home. Yeah? 5 o'clock, everybody go home. 5 o'clock, what's our time? Okay, but what you need to do is that please switch off your light, switch off the ACs if you have to, please, and switch off your computers, please. It takes energy. And travel, don't travel if you don't have grant money. And I've put a stop to all international travel unless it is supported by grants for the next 3 months. All recruitments which are not immediate, we need to make sure that it is frozen for a while. Unless this situation improves, we cannot have a deficit on our unrestricted funding. I hope that message is clear. I would like to hear from you one, if we have $1 million idea of how to increase the unrestricted funding, that will be very happy to hear. The second would be to hear how you can cut down on our expenses, right? That is something which I would like to hear from you. Third thing is the discipline or the rigor of making sure that the restricted funding will have a lot of the costs absorbed from like people's salaries, for instance. Why should it be from the unrestricted? So that is something the finance and the grant managers will have to work on. Okay. Uh, Last time I said that. Did I say that we got a new finance director? Did I make the announcement? Okay. So I'm happy to announce. Maybe I can take her name now. Sonali Sharma is joining us as finance director, and she should be here on 27th of this month. And we were extremely lucky. I mean, we really missed Pallavi. We really missed Pallavi, and I didn't want Pallavi to leave, but Pallavi did leave. And we got a equally good person in Sonali. Fantastic experience, CFO of one of the Wipro companies working in Delhi. Good amount of experience, a bright chartered accountant. So she should be joining on 27th of this month. We are also close to, very, very close to, just here, close to finalizing a suitable HR director. Yeah, so it's just in the final stages of going through reference checks and stuff like that. And if everything works out well, we should have the HR director also joining us in the next couple of weeks. And I was so glad to see to have lunch today with a bunch of bright, young, energetic, all girls but one man. All the, and where is he? Good, yeah. He's a guilty man, Arindam, and we had some nice stories. We all shared our life stories around lunch. That was good. And what stood out was that these are very bright people. They had some postgraduate degrees and PhDs and whatnot. And all of them very smart. So I'm so glad to have have this organization attracting very smart people. And I can say that the 8 years back when I joined, I was the only smart guy. But we have many more. And then, of course, Shraddha joined.
There were no smart people back then.
Before that,
Before us.
I am not so sure. But it's good. It's good. It's a good organization that is attracting good talent, and we should also retain good talent. That is also as important as attracting good talent. So it's great. What else? Globally, that what is the biggest challenge at this point of time? There is a challenge of what is happening in with the Islamic State, Iraq and Syria. We have a problem in last week a British aid worker was beheaded. Did you guys know about it? Yeah, by the IS guys. Not good. And we have a presence in all these areas. Yeah, so Save the Children people put themselves out there to all kinds of risks, and the biggest risk that Save the Children people are putting themselves out to is in the Ebola crisis, which has hit Sierra Leone, Liberia, and one more place. Nigeria is apparently is a little more contained than other places, but in Sierra Leone, I'm told that there are 5 new cases being detected every day, and the British government asked Save the Children to do some work there, not to do some, to actually lead the work there. So Save the Children has set up a Ebola treatment center in Sierra Leone, and many more people are being recruited, and soon we are going to actually advertise for positions to actually take recruit some health workers from India to fill in that pipeline requirement for these countries. But there is a danger there. There is a real danger of contracting Ebola. Okay, it's as dangerous as
We are
that.
going to get the health workers from India.
We are also going to recruit from India. So we are still working on the mechanics of it right now, whether they should be taken as Save India, second to them, or recruit directly from Save International and sent. But those are only the details. But we have taken a decision. I've been on discussion with the global HR people on how to make, because India has got a lot of people.
What nurses
Uh,
or doctors?
Well, there could be doctors, there could be nurses, there could be public workers, health workers. It's not a long-term job. It could be starting with 2 months, 6 months to a year, depending on that. But all those details will come out soon. But it's a global crisis. We cannot shut our eyes to it. We cannot say that it doesn't exist, and it could actually, if it something like that happens to India, you know what will happen. All public health people, you know what crisis that would be. They detected one person in the U.S. The CDC has just announced that the U.S. one person has got Ebola. Spain has got one person Ebola. So we need to really watch and see how we can help. If again any ideas from you, we would be happy. If anybody wants to go there, please let us know. Yeah, so I'm just putting it out there as a real global crisis which Save the Children is responding to at this point of time. We have these two seminal publications we've been talking about. One is on the girl child and the other is on the urban child. Both reports, the girl child report is right now at the press. It should be printed by this weekend or so. We've been waiting for the.
No.
Sorry?
Sorry. No one I heard, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, it is in the press at this point of time. We wanted WCD minister to write a forward, and I don't know whether it is going forward or backward at this point of time. But we'll have a meeting with the secretary of WCD tomorrow, so we probably will get some firm date on the launch of that report. The other report, which is the urban child report, again we were hoping that by the end of this month, at least the first chapters, the draft chapters would come. But I've just been told today that it's not. It probably will not happen the end of this month, but January sometime is the launch plan of that. But the girl child report, hopefully in the next 10 to 15 days, we hope that we could launch that. Yeah. What else? I've been invited to for the 25th anniversary of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, and I will be taking part in this event in New York on 20th of November. That is the International Children's Day, and will be representing the whole of Save the Children, not just India, but whole of Save the Children. I'll be a speaker. So that is again goes to say what Save the Children India has achieved. Yeah, Save the Children India has achieved in the global system, and we are wanted. That's good. And Shireen has just returned from attending UNGA side events, and she moderated a global event. And could you speak about that, Shireen? That
Yeah.
also was in New York.
Yeah, so you know that the UN General Assembly happens every year at this this time, the third week of September. So I mean, I sent a short report round, so maybe I can send it to everybody. But there were some key things, and I think what Thomas was talking about, we launched our report, which is on the post-MVP agenda called Leaving No One Behind, which is basically looking at the fact that going forward, tackling the issue of inequality. So this was the report that Save the Children internationally launched at an event in the side, and I moderated that panel on behalf of Save the Children, and there were kind of ministers from other countries, from Indonesia and from Mexico, and then Kevin Watkins, who's the director for the Overseas Development Institute, and then also the person from Save the Children who was presenting the findings of our report. So I suppose, as Tom said, that was quite good because we were doing it on behalf of Save the Children, and there were also other events like that were very interesting, and I think that that we could we could be more involved in, I think, going forward, because I think what they do want to see is a stronger voice from what they call from the South and from civil society. Obviously, it makes it very difficult if we say we are not going to spend any money on traveling, because what happens is there were 42 representatives from Save the Children at the UN. At the UNGA, and mine was a very last minute decision, really because of that, and more from like the outside as well as the inside, that we should be there and we should be doing something. And I suppose that was a good thing. That was a very big education event which I thought was very interesting. And again, I went there on behalf of Save the Children, along with I think Toby was there as well, who came, who headed up peer review bit. But I think that something that there's a big, huge campaign, etc., that's happening. I don't think we do enough in education globally that as we ought to be doing. And obviously, health and child survival, that's a big part, and continues to be will continue to be a big part. But for us, the whole setting the framework for the future is a key area that is being decided in the next year. So for those of us, I don't know who was around when we launched that inequality report that Salman Khurshid launched with us about 2 years ago, and then since then we haven't really done much. So
last year, February.
No, 2012.
2012, yeah. So really going forward, I think hopefully that it would be a good idea to take that more strongly with the new government. And of course, Modi was there as well at the same time.
Yeah, while Modi was rocking the Madison Garden, Shireen was rocking the UN. Great, thanks, Shireen. The other thing is that we have the budget exercise is fully on. So it's gone slightly behind schedule, but we have to make sure that our budget for 2015 is ready definitely by the end of this month, by at least in the next 15 to 20 days or so, because December is when we normally present it to our board to take it forward. The other exercise, which is soon starting, is our strategy process for 2016. As we know that, or you may know, or if you don't know, we are also timing ourselves with a global strategy period, which is starting from 2016. So there is a global exercise that is on at this point of time, working towards a 2016 plus strategy, and many of our people are involved in the process. We sit on various groups. Right now, Sudeep is in London, again taking part in a global Save the Children meeting on the thematic leadership group meeting. By the way, it is all funded by grants. And my trip to New York, it is not coming out of unrestricted, 100% funded by UNICEF. So it's anybody who wants to go to international travel, it normally comes to me. Please don't even send it if it has to be funded from even other travel, internal travels. Please make sure that it is funded by grants. That is an important message. Strategy process also is started, and we are having a kickstart meeting kind of on Monday. When are we going to have the coming Monday is the senior management team meeting. We will try and kickstart the strategy meeting on that. I mean the strategy process and we will complete that process by June, July of next year, and it will be presented to our board in August of next year. So that is what I wanted to talk about. And before we get into the next part of it, if there are any questions, comments, yeah, some other internal movements. Yeah, I didn't announce the most important announcement internally is that Jatin, who is the state program manager from West Bengal, is moving to Batinda to manage the all-important IKEA project. Is going to be the project director, and which was being handled up until now by Prabhat. So that is a big internal movement which I wanted to announce. There would be some more which should be coming your way. So that's it. Any questions? Any questions, comments, clarifications? And this is supposed to be a two-way discussion. And the last couple of times I've been speaking and I've not been hearing much from you. Go ahead, ask. Any worries, concerns? I told you about my worries, I told you about my concerns, I told you about what I'm happy about. I would like to hear from you as well.
You also entered in Chhattisgarh, now you are working in Dantewada.
Will you please comment about that? Let everybody know. Yes.
Yeah, I think now we are in partnership with NMDT, National Mining Development Corporation, and they are providing us financial support to work in the conflict area, so Dantewada of Chhattisgarh. So currently we are doing the baseline, and based on the baseline, we will be submitting the full proposal that will be supported by NMDT. So this is a new addition in our Chhattisgarh.
Okay, this will be almost our first foray into actual conflict zone. We've been working on the periphery.
In conflict.
Yeah.
We have been working on conflict.
Yeah. We'll be working on conflict, and we have been working in the periphery. We've been working in Warangal and Khammam and places like that where the displaced population from conflicted areas have moved in and living in difficult situations. But this will be our very first time. This is also going to test our risk-taking ability in one sense. How do we work in conflict areas? It's not easy. It's tough. We even are thinking about. I think that's already there. The extra insurance and stuff which we talk about.
Yeah, suppose
is working on that. Yeah. Well, I think I always maintain that Save the Children has to be audacious. Be it IS in Syria or Iraq or Middle East, anywhere else, or in DRC or Somalia or Sudan, the Horn of Africa, or where the Ebola is spreading, or in Dantewada. I think it is our job. That is where the most marginalized children are. And we need to put ourselves out there. There is a risk to it. I think that is the cost of doing this business. So we need to be out there. Okay. Anything else? I just forgot about another big report that we launched, which got fantastic coverage, and it was launched or released by none other than the health minister of this country, Harshvardhan, and Bill and Melinda Gates. I was one of the what is it called, panel co-chairs or something. Yeah, so I was co-chairing a technical session on the neonatal stuff, and this report is called SOIN, Status of India's Newborn. It's a lovely report. I wish I could show it to you. Anybody where are the SOIN people? Are they here?
Okay.
Do you have a report?
I haven't got a printed one.
I've got it.
I would like to show it to them. Can somebody get that SOIN report?
Pragya's not here. She's gone out.
I think it's a good report.
It's a very standard Save the Children publication. That's how a Save the Children publication should look. And nobody
No, I'm not talking about just about the look. I'm talking about the content.
No,
I'm talking about the overall.
I left my copy.
Yeah, it's a good report, well appreciated. launch at the right place, and the Dr. Vinod Paul, who is one of the forces behind the report, who is also the head of the Department of Pediatrics at All India Institute, one of the founder members of Save the Children India, since then moved on. But he came and said that we should launch this in all 4 different locations in the metropolitan cities of Delhi, cities of India. So we will be doing that as well. So that is a good thing, and our people worked behind it. Who are the people? Rajesh. This is the report, State of India's Newborn. Yeah, I would like all of you to actually at least read the executive summary of that. And this all happened at this event, INAP, India's Newborn Action Plan. This was the event in which this was launched. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Any other comments? Come on. No worries. That's surprising.
Yeah, the new worry is the new cyclone building up across the Orissa coast.
Yes,
And,
it's
they are expecting it's now not so severe,
yeah.
but by 12,
Mm.
it might severe. There might be a red alert coming globally. And
Red alert is the wrong word.
Last year, eco-filing,
Mm.
the kind of
Mm.
filing that hit ground, was exactly the same time, 12 and 13. So we have to be again geared up, standby.
So we all have to be alert and be ready.
It's got two names. One is called Hud, which came I don't know from where, but globally the name is THREE, THREE. That's the global name for the
Number three.
number 3. Yeah.
Okay.
So the alert will go out in the next couple of hours to everybody.
Okay. Anything else? Otherwise, I'm going to call out people and ask them to ask questions. Did we talk about Jyoti's baby last time?
Yeah.
We did. Okay. So Jyoti's baby is 1 month old. Oh, by the way, I spoke to at a radio, what's it called? Radio City.
Radio 1.
Radio 1. Radio 1. And I tried to tune in Radio 1 in the morning. I couldn't find it. It just got, it's called Good Morning Delhi. And after that, there was a doctor in Delhi who wrote to us saying that he would like to go to Jammu and Kashmir.
Oh, wow.
So at least one person who got converted by my message. It's not bad. But so I was actually tuning into Radio City. What is it called?
Radio 1.
Radio 1. But did you find out the
Yeah,
link?
he's gonna get it.
Okay, we'll have a link, and if you have nothing else to do, and if you want to feel sleepy in the night, please listen to my radio talk.
Soothing words.
Yeah. Yes, Pragya, please. What is your question?
No question.
Ask something. Any comment? Anything of last 1 month of import? Okay. Anybody? No worry, no concern. Everything happy?
Is there going to be the holidays for Diwali? And we've had long holidays, right?
We had long holidays in between, and then afterwards, and I don't know how all this got bunched up together, and
I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah?
When is Diwali? Happy?
So 21st, 22nd, 23rd
It's almost like
days
a-
off. No, that's what happened last time. So please we should be careful now. Last time also, come on, we have to have that everybody takes it off anyway. So Thomas may as well.
Take off what?
Everyone takes off.
Everyone takes off
Yeah,
what?
because around Diwali, there's lots of things that happen, other things. I don't know, like like officially.
Bhaiya Dooj,
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. I mean,
So let's declare the whole October off.
exactly. Chhat is also very important. No, like Dasera wasn't technically fifth was not a holiday, but then it had to be, right?
No, it was technically
Third.
it was we consulted the astrologers and everybody.
I'm giving you forewarning that the astrologers will come up and say 22nd, 23rd.
We will do something about that.
No, but as it stands, sorry, Pooja, is it only one day or holiday?
Okay, so then the last thing if you don't have any questions, the last thing on the agenda, Shweta, please come forward and do the Eggie Award for the month of August or September? Month of August.
We will be connecting Ipsita for this, and she'll be announcing. This
Ipsita was the last person, so she's going to make that announcement. We are going to connect Ipsita on.
I think, Thomas, in the meanwhile, I would just like to say that we're talking about unrestricted funds, and I think in our little own ways, we can all, as the members, become brand ambassadors and try and talk about the brand, at least on social media.
Sure.
Try and go and share our posts and, talk about our work. Maybe in a little way we can get, if not monetary help, then maybe a doctor who wants to volunteer with us. And our page is very active. Pulkit has been putting now 3 posts a day. He's been looking for content. And it will be really great if you guys go and share it and talk to people about it and tell them as to what are we doing, and maybe it might just convert somewhere.
Yeah. I think on a bigger note, I mean, we had that, it was the last phase of the peer review, and we need to have an integrated campaign, which will actually then get in more funds for us. So at the back of like whether we're doing things around Child Rights Week, or we discussed that, didn't we? That we need to have that and test it out this year on a specific issue, whether it's around and have an interview. So whenever we're doing our campaigning around the messages, then as a follow up, there would also be money around it, but it needs to be planned in that way.
Sure.
So whether it's in
but that is integrated as an organization.
No,
but I would say that
been doing it. And
no,
I think
sure.
if we do it,
But I think important thing is that as individuals, we are all active in our own social circles and in our own social media. So I think
but it's much
whoever.
harder to unless there's something like you don't kind of ask for money individually unless it's something that's part
Yeah,
of.
but if, what we need is a lot more visibility for what we do. So if there are 300 people, and if 300 people put the things out on Twitter and out on Facebook, share our own Facebook pictures, I think there will be a lot of traction. And like Modi said that each one talk to 9 people, and that's a power there. Of course, integrated campaign, we definitely should have. We should not be working in silos as advocacy team separate, program team separate, communication
that's
team
not the point.
separate.
The point is the campaign has different asks. So one ask is about taking action, the other is about giving money, but it's the same message and the same campaign.
Yeah.
Rather than just having it losing out on that opportunity. Because social media is really not it's the main thing that you have is about spreading the word and spreading message.
Sure, absolutely.
And riding on that. So I think we need to look at that as a follow up.
Okay, what happened?
Hello, Ipshita.
Yes.
Ipshita, over to Thomas.
Hi, Ipsita.
Hello, Thomas.
How are you doing?
I'm traveling to Mumbai.
Oh, okay. So before we get into the tunnel, please speak to about 300 people who are listening to you about the next Eggie winner whom you are going to announce. recommend?
I'm happy to announce the next Eggy winner. That is Mahima, who is based at the Delhi State Program Office.
I have questions to her.
Yeah, ask her.
That would be a private conversation.
No, this is going to be a public conversation. Okay, what do you want to say, Ipsita?
Yeah, first of all, a big congratulations to Mahima for this award. And I'll read out a small citation for her. Mahima is one of the upcoming young stars of Save the Children. In her 2 years of work, she has demonstrated technical capabilities on our core thematic areas of child protection and education, and has molded key projects to outstanding outcomes. She is a person who resonates positivity, activism, and energy. First thing that was outstanding about her was the strategic shift of multi-activity center into the government. Mainstreaming inclusion and putting child protection on the agenda of the government is always the best desirable outcome, and she has demonstrated it at its best. Second achievement worth praising is her work with the government in mainstreaming the HUB model. While this has been achieved long ago, she strives to move forward to bring up a design of mobile Anganwadi within the government in partnership with Save the Children for the first time in Delhi. I value her for managing the projects with successful outcomes and taking it further into mainstreaming, thus fulfilling the 3 stages of theory of change. At this young age, she is an asset to the organization, and there is much to learn from her in every aspect. With this award, I wish her all the very best in making a difference in the lives of millions of children. Congratulations, Mahima.
Thank you. Thanks, Ipsita, and we are going to give the award, the citation, and the award in the $1 million to her right now in front of everybody. Yes.
But I think it wouldn't have been possible without the DSPO team effort, and especially our state manager,
Sure.
who's been like pushing us to think on the lines of working with the government. Thank you, Ipsita.
This is the same citation that was read out.
Really?
So that's it. Yeah, you can check that.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Ipsita. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
And this is, of course, the award. It says the Eggy Award for the month August 2014, presented to Mahima Sukhecha. Congratulations. Thanks for your work and great job. Thank you. You want to say something more?
There is one more coming up, so I think we'll keep it for surprise if that materializes with the government.
What is coming? Some surprise is coming. What is
Good surprise.
Good surprise. Excellent. So some surprise is in the waiting. Probably we'll announce it at the next TWT. Okay, that's it. And do we have tea now? I hope it is coming. Yeah. So if you want to say anything more, we still have time as the tea is being passed around. New joinees, we already invited them, but maybe we would like to have a quick introduction of the new joinees, starting with Sumita. And by the way, you know that push for Gurgaon is becoming stronger. Okay. And here is somebody from exit 9, and I'm at exit 7.
One new person joining out of you is more.
I'm saying, come on, go for it, Sumita. Go for it. Gurgaon. Yeah. Okay, Sumita, just a one sentence introduction, and I'll ask everybody else who is here, who is since the last TWT who has joined, just to say
I'm Sumita Kirti, joined as project manager for modules program. And I've been working in development sector for the last 17 years.
Okay. Who else? Nupur, are you new?
I've been 2.5 months.
Oh, but did we last time you were here?
Yeah.
Okay. So who else is there who was in the morning? Please go ahead and.
Hello everyone, I am Trupti Ashtankar. I have joined your WASH team as a WASH coordinator. I have joined last month only on 8th September. Today I have finished 1 month.
Hello everyone, I'm Preeti. I joined here in WASH team as the MLE coordinator. Before this, I was working with UNFP.
Who else is there? That's all. 3 since last. Yeah.
Good evening everyone, myself Moshna Gupta. I joined in WASH program as the advocacy coordinator, and before this I was with Humanitarian Association of India.
Good. I was telling everybody, there is a lot of, this is, well before Prime Minister Modi announced his sanitation drive, we started WASH. Yeah. So it's everything he seems to be stealing from us. TWT, now the sanitation drive. Yeah. But we are on a. This is really a big thing for us. There is a stop diarrhea program. Do you know that I was at Reckitt and Venkaiser's office day before yesterday, met with their CEO, whose name is Nitish Kapoor, and they refer to this program as Save the Child. Did you hear that? Did you know that? It's called not Save the Children, Save the Child. Save the Child is their campaign, which what we call as Stop Diarrhea program. And I was there day before yesterday, and we also have the global CEO. He's also another Kapoor, Reckitt Benckiser, global CEO. His name is Rakesh Kapoor. He's coming, and along with Justin, who is our Save the Children UK CEO, and Rakesh and I will be visiting Delhi programs, and there will also be a press conference announcing this program. So that's why we have about 5 WASH people who joined recently. Who are the others? The washers. Arindam, yeah. And who else? Vriti and all, yeah. MNG and programs. So great, wonderful, wonderful. That is also our drive going forward. Sorry? Anybody else? Yeah. We also have Pooja Mathur, who is been here for around 2 years, or a little more, 3 years. Her last day would be on 14th of this month. So thank you, Pooja, and Pooja is right here. Yeah. Many of you have been recruited by Pooja. Am I missing out on anybody who is leaving? Yeah. So is tea coming? Chai. So anything else that anybody else wants to report out from your area of work, or what you've heard as something good happening elsewhere in the world?
One of the RP persons is running little marathon. For that, he is raising 10 lakh rupees. All of this will give to.
I know that. Yeah, I met him also.
So that's also a good initiative.
Siddhant Chauhan. Siddhant Chauhan is taking part. How many of you can run? Please. I think 24. The Airtel half marathon is coming out. If it's not already filled up, all of you who can run half marathons, 21 kilometers, please go out there and run. It'll be good. And we also decided at lunch today we are going to form a choir. and under the leadership of Naomi, who is a much accomplished pianist, musician, vocalist. Where is he? Right here. So those of you can sing, who can do, and there is also somebody who is a dancer here. Where is she?
This side.
Yes, she just left. So we're going to have something like that. And would you like to say what you're planning to do? Yeah. But everybody who can sing, who can play an instrument, and there was somebody who's a guitarist here. Where is she? The guitarist.
We could form a barbershop.
Yes. So there is a guitarist here. Then there was he can play the mouth organ, and what else? Tabla, and what else? Who else was missing out on something? Huh? Any one of you who can sing here? You can sing. Wonderful.
So we can do a barbershop hotel.
Yes, do that, and let's do that. Plan for Diwali. That is only a couple of weeks. So do the audition and all before that. And Sudeep can sing. Sudeep can sing. Okay.